Hello and welcome to Sir Gerald Media again. So today we are going to look at the Kenya versus Qatar game yesterday, where Kenya won 2-1 against the 2022 World Cup hosts. That was in Doha, Qatar. And of course, goals from Amos Nondi and Joseph Okumu of Reims in France made sure that Kenya came back home with a confident win going into Tuesday's game against South Sudan. It's imperative to note that Kenya will be playing the World Cup qualifiers, and this game will make sure that they go into the games with a lot of confidence. It's imperative that you note that Kenya has been pitted into a group made of Gambia, we have Ivory Coast, and we have Gabon and Burundi, and of course Seychelles. That is for the World Cup qualifiers. But on Tuesday we'll be playing against South Sudan at Qatar National Stadium, and of course the Turkish coach is hoping that everyone will turn up for this game and of course give the lads a lot more confidence playing at home behind the fans. Now for yesterday's game, of course, we have a lot of keynotes to take and talk about from this game. We have a lot to analyze. But before that, here are the highlights.
يعني لو أبي أحسب يعني 7 10 10 15,000 كيني حاضرين وموجودين. أقل ممكن يعني 10 15,000 كيني. هنا لدينا الكرة. الله على مشهد المدرب على يوسف عبد الرزاق. كل هذه الأسماء عملت مع مصطفى طارق مع كيروش، وهنا لدينا يوسف عبد الرزاق يحاول والمطالبة بركلة جزاء. نعم تحتسب الآن. يوسف عبد الرزاق حاول فيها، وهنا لدينا عملية التدخل هذه. نعم عرقلة هل يتدخل الفار أم أن القرار يصبح تنفيذ للتعادل بالنسبة للعنابي؟ هذه لدينا الكرة، هيدوس. الله يأتي التعادل الآن بالنسبة للعنابي عن طريق حسن الهيدوس، يعادل النتيجة من علامة. تتخلص من أمام بيدرو، تعود الآن أمامية ناحية ميشيل أولونغا، أخذها أولونغا أمام الزميلة في النادي يوسف، لكنه مر الآن أولونغا. كينيا تفعلها، كينيا وتسجل ثاني الأهداف. كينيا مرعبة. كينيا 1000 الحاضرين والموجودين، أو 16,000 الحاضرين والموجودين. هنا مطالبة فيديو بالخطأ. حكم اللقاء قال بأن الأمور طبيعية، لعبت خلف المدافعين، أخذهم ميشيل أولونغا أو أخذ يوسف بهكذا طريقة ومروا عدة. بعد ذلك لعب الزيادة العددية التي كانت من نوندي. أوبيرو سجل الهدف الثاني.
Like I said, there were some keynotes to take from this game. The Kenyan team, of course, settled into the game faster than the hosts. And I think the double pivot of Richard Odada and Antonio Akumu depicted a high level of understanding of the game, and the chemistry was top-notch. And I think this was a game that was meant to have a high pressing from the Kenyan side, and of course they did that in the double pivot. Besides, we saw the kind of leadership that Olunga brings to this team, being the captain and playing against familiar faces because he plays in Qatar, of course. But we saw him commanding the players, leading from the front foot. We saw him have some good link-up plays. Hold-up play was top-notch. And of course, the square ball that he gave for the second goal, the assist that he gave for the second goal via square ball, that was one hell of a ball. And of course, the finishing by Nondi was world class. In the early minutes of the game, there was quite a lot of pressure by Kenyan team. We saw them attack more in the opponent's box, and of course it paid off when Daniel Anyembe won a corner. And of course Kenneth Muguna, who plays for Kenya Police, lofted the pass and Okumu headed it for the first goal. The Qatar side had a lot of opportunities, and of course the first one, which was via controversial penalty. I call it controversial because I don't think it was a penalty, but after the VAR review, it was deemed fit to be a penalty. Another thing we need to talk about is the left back, that is Eric Marcelo Ouma. This was a player that played with all his heart and might, of course, and we never saw him tire. That left back was locked, and that penalty controversy cannot downplay it. Now, Kenya will play the second friendly against South Sudan on Tuesday at Kasarani National Stadium. The Kenyan skipper Michael Olunga is urging all of us to turn up for the game, support our country, shield our badge, and of course, we will hope that we win the second game in a row to give us that much needed confidence going into the World Cup qualifiers. See you on Tuesday at the Kasarani National Stadium. After the game, of course, I'll give you the analysis, the match highlights right here on my YouTube channel, Sir Gerald Media. Subscribe, share, and of course like. Thank you.